I guarantee you, nobody's warned you about this part of leadership. And once I say it, you'll wonder why nobody's warned you before. You earned a seat, you've got results, and still something feels slightly off. You're not ungrateful, you're not upset, but something feels slightly off about your leadership. It's like you're constantly performing a version of leadership that you should not have to, and it's costing and or it's heavier than it should be. And while your leadership looks good on paper, there's something else underneath that is nagging at you. And that something else underneath has not fully caught up. You keep calling it imposter syndrome. I beg to differ. I think it's something completely different. I know you've been calling it imposter syndrome, but you keep pushing through it. But this same thing keeps showing back up. Now, here's the piece nobody's told you. Not your last leadership coach, not your mentor, not your friends at work. Nobody said anything about this. Get your pen and paper because here we go. And it is the reason that every single skill you develop keeps hitting the ceiling. You are not leading from who you are. You are leading from who you were. The person that needed to prove, the person that needed permission, the person that was always on the hustle, the person that literally needed confirmation for every single thing. That is who you were. Because you're at a different level now, you need to begin to adjust. Boom. That version of you from last month, last year, before you got this promotion, that version of you was at a completely different level. You've moved on to a new level. The old version was climbing, hustling, proving. This new level needs clarity, strategic relationships, and or understanding the foundation of who they are, their core values. So the piece that's missing is the identity that's quietly running in the background. That is what's creating a gap, because who you were a few months ago needs to be adjusted and optimized for who you are now. So the leadership advice that you've gotten previously focused on skills. We don't need to focus on skills right now. We need to focus on your leadership identity. The skill is not the problem. The identity underneath is the challenge. When leaders do this specific work, when they begin to curate the identity at the level they are now, removing the performance, the hustle, the proving that they were doing previously, everything begins to shift. Decisions are made differently. Your responses are different. Your entire leadership branding and identity, your reputation begins to shift. And that is the level of work we do when we look at the leadership identity audit. What we do is we begin to tear apart, if you will, and dismantle the performance that you were previously doing. And I help you to appreciate the gaps in your leadership now. If you're ready for the performance to drop and you're ready for your leadership to be more powerful than it ever was before, this is what I talk about in that executive identity audit. If this resonates with you, I look forward to talking to you right here at DanieSheldon.net. Do not get waitlisted. Happy leading.